You're getting closer, but you're
I
moving closer down the face, but you're not there yet. Anyway.
I'm not a facial hair expert.
Okay, I was gonna say Van Dyke. That's more of a mustache than it is a goatee. Also, it doesn't circle around. Anyway, I've described it 3 times now. You've got it. He is super jacked. Like he's wearing a long coat, and through the opening of the coat, you can see that he is bulging biceps and all that shit. You know, you hear me say it a lot. He is also wearing a flak jacket underneath that, which is impossible not to see. Yeah, he is generally just a massive, massive hunk of walking flesh.
So I guess upon noticing this giant man approaching, Sarah's just gonna kind of whisper to Adam, "Shit, should we worry about that guy?"
Seems like it, yeah. Just get in there and be quiet. Let's see where this goes.
So you want to go ahead and just enter the building already?
Yeah.
Might as well since we're here.
Okay. The police tape is merely slapped across the door rather than actually tying it up or locking it up in any way. You easily open the door, just a little crack, and slip in, followed by Greg. Inside, there's still blood pooled on the tiles, but the bodies are gone, with just simple outlines indicating where they used to be. Wildcat is right behind you. Where do you want to go? Straight to the bottom?
Think we were gonna wait to see if the giant man was coming after us.
Well, one of us can, but if he is, we ought to get in and out of here real quick.
Yeah.
Great, you
Giant
let us know
man.
if he's moving towards us, okay?
Oh no, Greg's coming with me.
What? All right.
Yeah.
Giant
Very
man.
stealthy.
You are approaching. You are approaching the door. What are you going to do? Just barge straight in?
Yeah. I know where my target is. I'm going straight on.
Alright. You just swing the door wide open on the clinic and just step straight through the police tape.
Yes.
You at least as a player recognize the area, but for everyone else, it's a simple little waiting room with a door leading deeper in. And the door leads to a hallway with a few doors leading down the hall. One perhaps leading to a little patient's room, another one leading, of course, to the secretary's office you could see from the front, and another to a freezer.
Just to re-clarify for me, I'm looking for a book.
You're looking for someone who could have stolen Ordo Dracul's secrets.
Oh, okay, so not specifically the secrets themselves.
Though if you happen to find them, of course, use your judgment.
Right. By the way, just so I know, how much VtR should I start with?
Oh yes, good point. Start
Because-
with 10.
I would say otherwise, I mean, I'm here and I'm starving.
You are absolutely full.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go to the nearest office and start rifling through people's records.
Okay. You go ahead and head towards the doctor's office. And go ahead and give me a wits investigation.
Nothing.
Does he see us or?
You guys rolled pretty well on your stealth. I'm assuming the thing is that I don't see you.
Right, you are pretty
Mm.
well hidden, and no one's turned on the lights either, and despite your hushed whispers about how cool it'd be to be Eagle 1, he doesn't quite notice it over, like, the gentle hum of the air conditioning.
The Eagle one goes down.
But, you see the giant man walk into the building, go down the hallway, and enter into one of the rooms you hadn't really gone into before.
What should we do?
I don't know. We should do what we came here for. Get out.
Start looking for shit.
Right.
Anything
follow
that's
me.
like weird and occultish.
Yeah, I know where it is. Follow me. We're going down.
Alright, Adam, you're leading them down to the basement, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay. You head to the freezer, move the carefully restacked cardboard out of the way, and open up the hatch.
All super quietly.
Downstairs, of course, is the bloodletting room with the bloody tile, the open iron door, and behind it, all of the bashed machinery left behind. Wildcat will go over to the machinery and start kind of rifling through it, and pull out a few pieces that at least are still roughly whole. So this is where it was taking place, correct?
Yeah. Victor smashed it, but yes, it was.
She sort of waves a little piece that has some of the ritual written onto it, and points to a section in between several circles. This right here is Atlantean.
So it's not vampire. It's an unholy mix. He was using blood magic and regular magic.
I'm not certain about that, but at the very least, he's used the ancient language to its intended purpose, one way or another.
Mm,
If he was a mage, this would be simple. If he's not, I wonder if he's retained some faculty of the language.
gosh. So by the way, what do you think about us using shadow names? Is it a good idea?
Wildcat looks over to you and just sort of nods a little bit.
Maybe we
Alright.
should talk about this once we
Yeah, wait.
get out of here.
Right.
When you won't
Time
need
and place.
shadow names anymore.
Is there anything here that's personal to him? You've been here before.
No, none that I can think of. Maybe a few of his tool that I left, but other than that, no.
She goes to the corner where the desk was, where a few of his more experimental rituals were. He kind of shuffles around it and picks up a few pieces and kind of stares at them very blankly for a moment before setting them back down, shaking her head.
Nothing.
No, nothing with a strong connection.
Damn.
Can I do like a wits and investigation roll to see if I find something?
You had previously and had found
shit,
all that
that's
you were
right.
going to find.
Dang. All right.
And of course, up top, Jack Steele, you have rifled through the paperwork of this man and found nothing suspicious, or even anything legible, honestly. Doctor's handwriting is absolutely the worst.
Don't I know it?
What do you intend to do next?
I guess I gotta investigate the rest of the facility.
Okay. Give me another wits investigation real quick.
One success.
Okay. On your way past the freezer, you, notice a couple of boxes that have been moved aside, and a hatch standing open.
Okay.
It seems to lead downwards.
How long has this place been abandoned now?
The report doesn't
2 days?
seem to... Yeah, the report didn't say anything, but in real time, maybe like half a day.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
3/4 a day?
So not enough time for dust to build up.
No, definitely not.
All right. Well, I guess I'll investigate the hatch if I can fit into it.
Alright. Everyone, you hear someone coming down the hatch ladder.
Shit.
And you see the giant in the other room. Do you want to quickly dodge and hide?
Obfuscate.
Yeah. Dodge and hide.
Greg kind of looks around worriedly as everyone else disappears.
Oh no, I'm taking. No, I'm not obfuscating. I'm taking it with me to hide.
Greg at least does manage to hide well enough on his own. Wildcat, however, does not hide.
Oh, well, if she doesn't,
She looks like she's ready for a fight or a confrontation.
well,
And Jack, as you walk into the other room, as everyone else has gone to hide, you see a wild-looking woman wearing leather and holding a spear. And she looks at you with a confrontational glare.
well, if Rocket doesn't hide, I won't. I will go out of my come out of my hiding spot.
Okay. Well, I'll notice that there's one person, and then there's suddenly two people, and be like, "How many of you are there down here?"
You just kind of notice him suddenly.
I'm staying obfuscated.
Never mind. What? Who are you, and what are you doing here?
No, never mind. I asked you a question.
Well, you can see for yourself, right?
Yes. In fact, I see two, and I'm asking how many of you are there down here?
I'm one, and you can deal with me,
Okay,
says Wild.
fine. Who are you, and where's the stuff that's supposed to have been here?
What stuff?
It looks like it's all been destroyed. Do you work for Ryugi?
I do not even know who that is. Who are you, and why are you here?
Roll me expression and...
I bet you this is going to be a chance roll.
yeah, expression and something. What's a good one here?
Intimidation, maybe.
Well, this is just so that she believes that you are truthful.
Well, then it's going to be a chance roll. I've got no expression.
I guess just presence.
Yep, chance it is.
Oh god.
Let's get rid of these dice things here. Ryugi, with the help of Kyoji.
And Adam, you can roll, wits empathy to go ahead and see if you can at least read him and see what you think about his genuine, clumsy statement. As poorly as Jack expresses himself, you can tell he definitely has the personality that he's very straightforward and probably would not be lying about this. At least that's your initial impression.
Okay, so if you don't work for Ryugi, what are you doing here, and who do you work for?
He is going to give a deadpan look over to Adam and then look back to Wildcat, who has previously said that she's the one who's going to be doing the talking.
Yes, who do you work for then?
I'm sorry, did you ever answer me on the whole "what are you doing here" thing?
I'm investigating, and I am after Ryugi.
We're after Ryugi.
Which I previously mentioned I do not know who that is.
Indeed.
What are you investigating?
Yet you're down here.
He stole some crown secrets. That's all you need to know. And don't think you're one of us.
I'm sorry. At what point did you tell me what I need to know?
We just said what we are doing here.
Well, as it happens, I am also looking for secrets as well. So, how about you inform me who the hell this Ryugi person is?
Griffin, can I pick Jack's pockets?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Does obfuscate prevent me from noticing hands in my pockets, though?
Well, I would
Um,
definitely declare it as an action that probably breaks obfuscate a bit, so I think you get a roll for it.
It says if they're doing something that would draw attention, including but not limited to being violent, everyone can make a reflexive wits and composure roll to notice.
Yep,
Penalized
wits and
by-
Penalized by
composure
the obfuscate
penalized by
dogs.
obfuscate. So,
Yeah.
wits composure -1, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and go.
And let's see if I actually do this. This is gonna be fun.
Well, Jack is making the roll to notice, so.
Oh, I didn't know if I need to make
So,
a roll.
9 successes. Do I notice the hand in my pocket?
Holy shit!
You notice a hand in your pocket, a nice friendly little pat.
Yeah, I'm gonna quick grab that wrist.
Ah!
Oh, that's hilarious.
Ow, 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 ow.
Sarah.
And just lift the person into the air, because I am 6'10" and I am strong as all get out.
And she is tiny and scared.
I asked
have
you.
her hanging.
I asked you how many of you there were here, and now this.
Technically, they didn't really answer your question. Can you let me down, please?
That one said 2. I'm gonna squeeze real hard. Not hard enough to deal damage.
Ow!
Yourself.
You said 2, and now this one is trying to steal from me?
I never said 2, and yes, Sarah, nice move.
He doesn't
Ready?
think that highly of me.
Wildcat taps the end of her spear on the floor and states, "You can let her go."
I'm just,
Sarah's gonna make
I
puppy
could-
dog eyes.
I mean, I could, but I mean... Alright, I will toss her at Adam.
Ah!
There's
Oh,
no
God.
noise coming from that we can hear outside because Thomas is just talking and talking and talking.
So how about that local sports team?
Yeah, basically.
Does he take out a wallet and be like, "Want to see pictures of my kids?"
No, no.
Oh, that's the ultimate delay tactic. Let me show you some pictures of my kids. Hold on, they're in here somewhere. 10 minutes later, oh, that's right, I don't have kids.
No, he won't do that. I'm just wondering if any noise. Just let me know if there's any noise
Well,
coming
we're
from
pretty
outside.
deep underground, so I don't know if...
Okay, let's see how long Thomas can talk.
Still, Wildcat will go ahead and pipe up and say, "You asked who Ryugi is. Ryugi is a cruel man and a master of magic, and even in death he continues. He has stolen secrets from us, and he appears to have stolen secrets from you.
I'm hearing a lot of words, but not a lot of information.
What is it exactly that you're missing?"
Whereabouts, contacts, way to
We know
find
where-
him.
We know where he lives, but...
That is what we wish to find out as well.
Okay. One of you just said, we know where he lives. The other one just said, we wish to know that too. You two are annoying the shit out of me right now.
Okay, let me be clear. We think we know where he lives, but we came here looking for more information on him.
Where does he live?
We didn't find it. Why should I give you this information I don't know for who you work.
Jack is
Are
going
you
to
a
cross the
defender?
distance between Adam and himself unless somebody stops him.
Wildcat will interject.
What, like leaning the spear out in front of him or something like that? One of those moves?
She takes a little step in between.
Little man, you're this close. You are annoying the fuck out of me right now.
Okay,
Lying to
look.
me?
I didn't
Look.
lie to you once.
You literally said the word "two" came out of your
You
mouth.
see for yourself. You just made.
Boys, you're
joke.
both pretty, okay?
But I'm
let's-
prettier.
Not right
I am
now.
prettier.
let's just, take a step back from all this, macho bullshit and think about this for a sec. Ryugi is obviously has a lot of enemies. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. We should be friends.
But is it
Well,
not
okay.
said the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know?
Well, my name's Sarah. There, you know me.
Yes, your hands have been quite frisky as of late.
Hey, I was just trying to figure out who you were, okay?
By stealing from me.
Figured you might have some identification on you. I would have given it back. I didn't realize you were sharper than you looked.
And now you calling me stupid.
No. I have been proven wrong. You are quite intelligent, sir. Very sharp indeed.
How about this? How about you lead me to where you think Ryugi lives?
Wildcat will speak up. When we find Ryugi, I intend to kill him. What would you do?
Sounds perfectly reasonable to me.
She goes ahead and reaches out a hand in a let's shake motion.
Yeah, and I'll do that old style grab her by the wrist.
You feel an underlying supernatural strength almost equal to yours. As she shakes it generously and vigorously.
Then
And tonight we fight together.
we have an accord.
Very well. Can we at least have your name?
He'll look over at Sarah for a moment and said, "For now, just call me Steel."
Still.
Like blue steel?
Good.
Actually, I was playing on the fact that you just tried to steal from me.
Oh, see? You are clever. Wordplay.
Don't push your luck, Sarah. Okay. Well, we could let you know where Ryugi lives, but it would just be a suicide mission for you if you
Assume.
go alone. Oh yeah, I assume much. We don't know what we're facing. It's some kind of vampire mage, and it's clearly powerful.
Where does he live?
I don't have the exact address. It's
We know where he lives. Now we don't know where he lives.
I do.
I know where I live. Sarah knows where I live. As a group,
And
we know.
I'm assuming that I do have it because I was able to trace the cell phone activity.
Okay.
But
So let's say that we go to that area, reconnoiter, and then figure out.
well, the thing is, he might have magical protection or means to deter us from going near this place.
Is he one of the kindred?
Yes, and maybe more.
Okay, so then we
Yes,
can be
for
pretty
one
certain
look-
that he...
He has power no kindred have. Or should have.
Still, we can send him to Torpor. which will prevent him from doing anything else.
He was a mage in life, so he might have knowledge we don't understand. It's...
You have to be awake to use that sort of shit.
Oh. And what do you know about it?
Absolutely nothing. But people tend to be a little bit less off their game the moment they fall asleep. And by fall asleep, I mean torpor.
Mm-hmm. And you know you can set up wards with magic, right? Which don't need your conscious... Well, don't need you to be conscious all the time.
That's fine. Stake to the head, just as good as a stake to the heart.
Wildcat, could you help me here? Wildcat?
Oh, what would you say?
Could you help me here?
Oh, what do you need?
Well, I got tuned out the whole conversation.
I'm sorry. I ended up like losing a bit of attention span there for a second.
I'm
Wildcat
saying
is so done with this conversation.
I'm saying Ryugi might have placed ward to deter us from going near his place, and he says he could just, I don't know, trespass on his domain and stick him through the route. So.
She nods knowingly. I can keep on the lookout for this sort of thing. I expect that, there might be many traps of that nature.
Good. So when this one named Sarah leads us there, you can keep a lookout for such traps and warn us when they are present, otherwise allowing us to still reconnoiter the area.
Well, when you put it like that... Okay. I guess this is a plan as bitter as... Well... as good as any, so...
I feel good about this plan. We now have the appropriate muscle.
Well, we could have if Victor answered his phone.
Who is this Victor? He sounds like a real badass.
Oh my god. Victor's got his own stuff to deal with. Last I heard, so I'm not surprised he isn't answering his phone.
Yeah. Alright. But for me, I would feel a bit safer if we prepared some sort of, I don't know if we were more prepared, but I guess I won't change your mind, so
Good, so let's go.
let's go.
Alright.
We're just
Everyone
gonna-
starts to leave. Thomas, you've been talking to the policeman for a little while, and the conversation is dragging on.
Yeah, I don't talk about it anymore.
Go ahead and roll the same socialize, but at a -2 penalty. Alright. You sort of tilt your head up, and you can see everyone walking out together. And you try to keep the focus on yourself here as you talk to the police, keeping their eyes well away.
Yeah.
But you start to wind it up, and everyone is out of the alleyway.
Okay, I'll say I'll say to the cops that hey, enjoy that conversation. Thank you, and thank you for directing me to where I need to go. I
You
had a
be
great time.
careful out there tonight.
Will do. And Thomas smiles, or tries to smile. Okay. Right. then he goes out.
You see the window rolling up, and as you're walking away, you can just sort of like hear, "Oh wow, what a nice guy."
Yeah. He Thomas sighs. Yeah, sighs of relief and goes out to meet up with the others.
Okay, everyone is now together at the very least, and of course you see the giant hanging out with everyone else now.
Is that what you got? Is that you found him in the facility?
Yes, he's also after Ryugi.
More like he found us, but yeah, we made a friend.
Oh, hello. Thomas just has to tilt up to look up at Jack.
Yeah, he just dead eyes you.
This
Um,
this guy is Blue Steel, and Blue Steel. This is Thomas.
Thomas puts his hand out.
I mean, like blue steel because he stops bullets.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Thomas puts his hand out for a handshake.
yeah. I
Nice to
guess
meet
he'll
you.
like envelop your entire hand with his hand and shake your hand.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
how big is Thomas?
Well, he only has a strength of 2, but he's only 6'3",
Oh, so not that tall. Not that small.
and he does have, well, on the profile, he does have a scar on his face. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean 6'10", strength of 5. So
sweet. I guess Thomas will recognize the strength within his hand. Okay, Thomas will turn to the
Alright.
rest.
You all have your plan and presumably at least shared with Thomas.
Yep.
How are you all getting there? Does Jack have a vehicle?
I wanted to buy one, but there's no vehicles in the second edition rules.
The generic rules I'm going here are the resources you have indicate the type of vehicle you have. 0 means probably nothing.
I have 3 resources. What kind of a vehicle do I have?
Ooh.
A very, very nice one of your choosing. You could have a brand new SUV if you wanted.
I assume we're out of the territory of armored vehicle range.
Let's leave that for another time.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take an SUV then.
Alright. And, Greg has the Gregmobile. So,
Can we?
presumably Sarah intends to, give directions, and Jack is driving everyone else.
Shotgun.
Where?
Thomas shrugs. Okay.
Alright. Let's see. You all head out of the city, taking the highway, and, having a rather, pleasant drive with not a single other driver out on the road going your way. As you approach, you go through, a small private driveway and end up, right up against a very large manor. It appears to, encompass a, large amount of property. But, the manor itself is, rather humble, at the very least. It seems like it has a little bit of disrepair going on. The paint is clearly fading, and it doesn't look like anyone's been here for a while. There is a front door immediately off the path, and of course a simple driveway for your vehicle to settle in on. Do you all enter in?
I mean, do you want to
Wildcat,
roll right up?
that is a good question. Do you actually want to roll right up?
Where's Wildcat right now?
Wildcat is in the car with you.
Okay, well, I mean, if Wildcat's not warning about any dangers, then I'm not gonna.
I will go, but I will try to use my Auspex first. Because Auspex is awesome.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Let me. Oh.
By the way, does Wildcat have a phone?
She shakes her head.
Okay.
Adam, what question are you going to ask?
What question will I ask? Yes, indeed. Is someone watching us with like an equivalent of Auspex or Auspex?
Nobody else.
Okay. Fine. It's fine. For now. Nobody's... Our presence hasn't been noticed yet.
Wildcat stares at the building and shivers a little bit. I get a bad feeling from this place, like plastic. But it doesn't seem to be dangerous. At least not from here.
Alright, well, drive right up in then.
Alright. Let's see. Alright. You go ahead into the mansion, and you could go ahead. The front door is locked, of course. Someone will need to break it or open it.
Stand aside, peasants.
Alright, give me that roll -2. Dexterity larceny.
You've made the cardinal sin of bragging before you rolled.
I did.
You remember Victor's first fire roll.
Oh my, yes.
I'm gonna spend a willpower. Not to look like an ass.
I'll go for it.
Or at least not to crit fail.
A better chance of not looking like one.
Yeah. So it's just a +1. Hey!
Nice.
Ta-da!
Alright. With ease and grace, the locks tumble out of position and the door creaks open. Inside, of course, you have a simple foyer and access to the entire house.
Stay near me, Greg. We don't know what's in this place.
He goes ahead and hangs close to you, one arm around you.
I don't know, sounds like he's got an aviary.
Sorry.
Just on a quick look around, it would appear as if much of this mansion has been emptied out. If there were paintings on the wall or statues on pedestals or anything of the like, it appears someone has already taken them away. However, there's still much clutter that's simply been left behind.
Is there traces of a security system at all? Like surveillance equipment?
Go ahead and give me a wits composure to notice, or spend some time investigating with wits investigate.
I will spend some time investigating. No,
Okay.
actually, no. I'm just gonna look around for now.
Alright.
Can anybody roll that?
Yes, anyone can roll that.
Wits investigation or wits composure?
Either, depending on how much time you're going to take.
Just a cursory glance, 4 successes.
What's the roll for that?
Wits and composure if you're just looking around. Wits investigation if you're taking a long look.
I should have not used my Auspex, so...
Alright.
Damn.
Everyone notices the installed plastic cameras up in upper corners, roughly a story above your head. And notices a few other security devices. Adam kind of looks around and he notices motion sensors, heat sensors, and of course finds the hidden panel for disarming the security.
Damn.
So it was active?
It does require a code to actually turn them off still, but you do at least locate where you can access it.
Sarah?
It is all on.
Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
Come here quickly. There's something. Well, I need you to work your computer magics and this thing.
Alrighty. Is this considered hacking?
We could go with that, or I think you have larceny security, don't you?
I do.
Either
indeed.
or.
Okay.
And we're gonna make this a int check, just to see how much you remember of what you're supposed to do here.
Alright.
Do you give off body heat? The answer, I think, is no. Ordinarily,
but
you do
Dragon
not. You
won't
are a
let those.
cold corpse.
Hooray.
Unfortunately, though, we still have weight and can still see by cameras.
Yep, and you do still move.
Do we? Everybody, stand still.
Wow. Barely.
Alright. You take off the front panel and cut a couple of wires and reconnect them. And you see the security dart go from green on to red and off. It is disarmed.
Well, it's off.
You're at least fairly certain if anyone could see you through the cameras do not see anything anymore.
Good.
It's alright, usually
Camera's
these
stable.
things have like a minute and a half window before they alarm anybody. Lets you get into the house, turn off the alarms if you're the owner, that sort of thing.
Alright. And now you are free to explore the mansion. You can go room to room, or you could maybe go straight to the back, or you could go upstairs.
I'll start snooping around.
How about downstairs?
There is no downstairs in this house.
Impossible.
Exactly.
Maybe there is. Maybe it's a wine cellar.
I'm gonna stomp my feet on the floor and see if there's any, echo of a downstairs. That might be hidden.
You go about doing that, but you will not find anything.
Can I use my Yux specs again?
You can.
I
You just
can
gotta
borrow.
spend a blood.
Yeah. Where is the nearest source of danger?
Upstairs.
Careful upstairs. There's something. There's something upstairs. Dangerous.
Wildcat sort of tilts her head up. I don't see anything. It could be hidden well.
I sensed it. I don't know what it is, but there's something upstairs.
I will be cautious.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna pull a bar out of my jacket and just, whip it out until it forms into a large compound bow.
Whoa.
Nice.
Oh.
Intriguing.
Is that what I felt?
No, your hands were in my pockets. This was in my jacket.
In
Alright.
my pocket, you felt real steel.
Oh.
Wow, something so borderline, even I wouldn't have thought of the same.
But let's see. So you are investigating the house. Shall I presume you are going room to room just to see what's there?
I would head right upstairs.
So let's go ahead and handle the person who decides to go upstairs first.
Well, I mean, am I the only one going alone? If I'm going alone, so be it. I assume maybe someone
Wildcat will go with you.
Yeah, I've assumed Wildcat
I'll
at
go
least.
too. I'll come with you.
I'll go, but I'm obfuscating.
Alright.
I
Upstairs is
I
a master
I'll go.
bedroom and an office. The office has a glossy wooden desk beside a large picture window and bookshelves lining the wall. There's a simpy coffee table in the middle and a few seats that would have been comfy years ago, all covered in dust.
Be careful.
Now, when you said upstairs, did you mean somewhere specific upstairs?
There's a small landing and a few rooms.
No,
Master
I mean,
bedroom,
I'm
bathroom,
asking-
and of course this office.
I'm sorry, I'm asking Adam that.
Let me check again.
Because I'm assuming that when he says, "Where's the danger at?" maybe he gets like a mental compass to where the danger is, or maybe not just.
I will try
Oh,
again to use my lock specs.
Okay.
Ah.
You're in the room using it, right?
I'm upstairs. So which room? In which room is it nearest danger? Why? Words complicated.
name
where
the
does
exact
danger
location
come?
of danger.
Yeah, from where does the danger comes?
In the room with all the books. Be careful of the stones.
I point to the book to the room with the books and say, "It's in there. Something about stones. Be
So,
careful."
any stones in that room? I'm sorry. Go ahead now. I don't mean to keep talking over you.
No, it's fine. Is it some type of library?
The office is the closest thing to a library on the upper floor. There's not any stones or rocks as far as you can tell.
Can I roll wits investigation in there?
Sure. You can do it at -2.
What about with trained observer?
I believe that lets you roll 9 again?
Yeah, so I rolled
The 1
9?
point does, yeah.
So 9d10? Or...
Well, you roll your dice, and if you get a 9, you get to re-roll those as well.
Oh, okay, that's how it works. So -2. Nope.
You only have 2 dice total for investigation?
Oh, I thought it was -2, right? The penalty?
Oh, well, you only have 4 dice to begin with.
Oh, my bad.
Or, let's check your sheet. Let's make sure that you got the right amount.
I think I accidentally rolled 2. I thought you put the penalty. Or...
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you would just have 2 total here.
Yeah.
So you do a quick cursory glance around, and you don't really find anything of interest.
I mean, are
The
any of
room
the
is
books
unused, as far as you can tell.
Are any of the books about stones?
I can look through the books, use academics through the books.
Go ahead, roll, intelligence academics.
Can I roll wits occult to determine if there is any kind of magic trap or something like that related to stones, or trying to decipher?
You won't come up with anything.
Sire just stays quiet.
That's because she didn't do well on her investigation.
That's what I said.
She's not going to draw attention to it.
You're hiding. Don't notice anything. Stay quiet.
I didn't put the penalty.
Thomas, you go ahead and start investigating the shelves. The books on the shelves appear to be related to engineering and mathematics. Mechanical motion, process theory, and calculus references inhabit it. You do find one odd textbook about geology.
Huh, what do you know?
Everything.
And as you kind of sort of wiggle and try to pull it out, you feel...
This stairwell better not go downstairs.
You see a large amount of dust fall off of every other book.
Okay.
And this one in particular.
Alright.
Careful.
Well, there's a book here on geology.
Well, don't touch it.
Or do touch it.
No.
Yes.
He's not as...
Your warning about danger... Your warning about danger was to be careful about stones. You know, like, to avoid danger, but we're going towards it, so we...
Yeah, but he's not the most fitted to this task.
How big is Adam?
Oh, he's not big at all. He's super lean, super...
Going by your previous metric, what's your height and what is your strength score?
My strength score is just 2, and but I only know in normal metrics, so I don't know.
How many centimeters?
Yeah, 1 meter and 60 centimeters, 70.
So you and Adam and Thomas are basically the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
like
not
it.
as strong, says the guy. It looks basically the same as strong wise.
Hey, I never said I would to judge book, but someone better fitted to, well, like you, for example.
Fine, fine. Jack walks forwards and pulls the book.
Thomas just backed away like,
You
okay.
pull the book, and dust just flies everywhere.
Oh god.
If you had to breathe, it'd be a little bit choking.
Uh-oh.
But we don't, so that's not a problem.
Greg sort of takes a little step back from the cloud, tries batting it away.
You're okay, Greg?
I forgot
Yeah,
Greg is
just
in there.
warn me next time you do that.
Sorry.
Is that all that happens?
Yes.
I open the book.
The book appears to have simply never been read before. The pages nearly stick together.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's not something a new book does.
Yeah, these are pretty old books.
Okay, but there's like no hidden compartment in the middle of the book or something.
No. You could try to look around the shelf if you want.
Look
Yeah.
again?
I mean, why would all the dust fly off of every other book when you pull one book, though? That's weird.
Nope.
What's composure for a look around? 6 successes.
Okay. After
Sure.
pulling out the book, you kind of,
Wait. How does Thomas jab both of his eyes?
That would be awful.
this... I think it's only a dramatic failure if it's, chance die, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's he has
You could
wits
make
and
it a dramatic failure and gouge out your eyes.
No.
Thomas turns around,
he-
runs right into the elk head that was on the wall. Ah!
He has enough scars. He doesn't need another one.
Alright. But, Jack gives another look around, suspicious of the book, and, he reaches his hand, to the, shelving just above it, and finds sort of a, secret panel that appears to build up dust at a large rate and spills another cloud out. Inside this little compartment is a small button. As soon as the button is pressed, the bookcase swings open through the path of dust and reveals a small staircase back to the first floor. It's dark and unlit below, but with your vampiric vision you can see clearly a concrete cellar with walls adorned with more shelves of books, but a much different nature.
Ooh.
Modern magic,
Ooh.
grimoire mysterium, a brief
Ooh.
history of Atlantis, and an
Ooh.
innumerable number of other books written in an alphabet you've never seen and can barely process as you stare at it.
Do any of them look Ordo Dracul?
You might have to make a check for that in a minute, but
They sent the wrong
I'll
man.
continue for the moment. In the center of the room, there are a number of tables with active flames bubbling a number of neon substances. The scent of vitae is clear in the air. A number of vials and syringes sit empty beside slowly filling beakers. And at the back of the room are a number of pedestals, most of them with containers sitting open and empty, but one is a closed and locked box.
Can I try to smell what kind of vitae is boiling and get more information on it?
You're rolling Auspex again, or...
No, just with my blonde hound sense.
Oh, you're just trying to sniff it up?
Yep. Smell it.
It does not appear to be fresh, vitae,
Wait,
to
I
your
have to make
immediate
a roll
senses.
to know what kind of. Where is bloodhound? kindred senses. Kindred senses. Yeah. Mm.
I think Bloodhound just lets you
Wits
know.
composure,
Yeah, go ahead and roll Wits Composure.
and I can get information as if I've tested it.
Okay. What information do you get off of tasting?
A bad
If
disease.
there,
Bad.
if there is any blood that have lost sympathy to me,
If it's vampire blood, I think you can
if it's
discern
vampire
what clan.
blood, yeah.
You identify the clan as Deva.
Mm. Sweet.
What did you find?
Deva Vitae.
What's a Deva?
What's
Sounds like Diva, basically the same.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm a Diva.
Okay.
Again, accurate. They're another type of, well, they're, I guess not all kindred are made alike.
Oh,
Yeah, some are better than others.
Some are more dramatic than others.
And some can't keep their hands to themselves.
2 fangs good, 4 fangs better.
Let's stop bickering. And Cat, I think you and me have to check that box over there. There's probably something important in there.
She holds her distance for a moment and kind of stares at the box from across the room. There's something dangerous about that.
Yeah, and I don't want Ryugi to have it.
So well, we
I
just
tread
take it.
carefully.
Do you want to help me?
What's your plan, Adam?
I'm going to try to open that box to see, well, to have more information on what it is and...
Okay. You approach the box and put your hands on it and try to open it up, and it is locked.
Oh yeah, but Sarah is not the only one who can.
Hey, better you than me, buddy.
Alright, it'll be another dexterity larceny check at -3.
And I will spend a willpower and a point of vitae.
Of course, because you
Go for it.
bolstered yourself. You can't fail now.
Come on. Oh, nice.
Hey! With grace and ease, you manage to hear the small lock inside of it click into position, and it is ready to be opened.
Okay, everyone, stand ready, take cover.
Already did.
You ready, Wildcat?
I'm not sure it's wise, but I will do what I can.
Okay,
just open it.
I will.
What's
I
in the
will open
box?
Give the lead.
As you open the box, you see inside of it a set of 2 smooth obsidian stones with 4 empty spots in the cushion inside of it. And as you open it, a small little spark of fire comes into existence and begins to spray out into the room.
Oh,
And now I will make a quick roll. What is your resolve, Adam?
3.
3.
Does blood potency come in play?
And then I'm gonna roll
Oh god.
5d10 in opposition as Wildcat holds up her hands and tries to counter the magic coming out.
Oh, this is the session where Adam dies.
2, 3, 4. Goes down to 3. Wildcat does her best to subdue the flames as they come spraying out towards you. And as they wash over you, you take 3 aggravated damage as your skin becomes black
Ooh.
and burned, and your clothing is on fire for just the
Oh.
briefest of moments.
Ouch.
You can feel the searing pain of heat just like dig into you. And the fire subsides.
Adam will scream a bit.
Well, that looked
Well,
like
You
that
hear
hurt.
Greg in the background just go, "Oh my god!"
So how do the rest of us react to fire?
You
Shock.
take a moment, and you see that some other things have also caught fire, namely the books on the shelves.
Oh no.
And the pile of oily rags.
Damn it.
Not the books.
I don't know, that's probably for the best.
No, there might be some valuable information in there.
I don't know about you, I'm here to prevent information from being had. So the book's catching on fire, for me, probably for the best.
Can I act or
Yes, you can act. What do you plan to do?
to say? Well, can you put out the fire on the
Please?
shelf?
I am not well versed in this sort of magic, she says, stepping back a little bit.
Let it burn.
Can
It's
I
not
mean,
exactly
I'm
a
gonna-
forest. My familiar won't help.
I'm gonna attempt to throw a blanket on it to smother the flames.
I got
okay.
I
Fire
use my
brigade
trench
check.
coat.
Fire brigade check.
What's gonna
I
be
mean,
a good
first off,
fire
what would
brigade
work?
check here?
Well, I mean, since it's a vertical fire, does that not mean that you also have to press against it yourself?
I'm just gonna kind of fling the blanket at it, maybe.
Oh, so
Probably.
the blanket then catches on fire, and then whatever
Damn
it lands on catches on fire.
Let's go with Intcraft. Engineering up a solution here.
All right,
Alright.
I have points
Intcraft.
at that.
See if you can put out the fire before it gets too bad.
Oh.
Can I
Can
help?
I try to help?
Hey, look at that!
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
I know what I'm
You
doing.
try to rush to help, but by the time you get back, Sarah is already handling it. And though
Guys,
the spines are all scorched, it's possible many of the books are fine. And at least the whole house won't burn down now.
Can I quickly skim through the books to see if there's any books worth value? Take or
Sure,
anything?
you could make an int academics or an intercultural.
Ooh.
Need books.
Absolutely every single book here is total garbled nonsense to your academic senses.
Ah,
Absolutely everything here is bunk and untrue, but wait a second. This one seems to talk about the fall of Rome? Wait a second.
yes.
Wait,
You're
this is
not
a
sure about the